Here we go. Let me see if we got it going here. Okay. Looks like we're all set. Give it just a second here. My microphone's up here. Let me turn it down a little bit towards me. There we go, better. Okay, looks like we're on. Cool. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Geek Blend. Going to do something different tonight. We're doing a live stream. I know it's late. It's 12:15 p.m. Central Time, which means it's really late on the East Coast, but it's not as late on the West Coast. So hopefully we'll get some people in here. If not, that's cool. You guys can watch this video later. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. Let me know, or that way you guys can know when we put out new content and when we go live like this. Okay, so I have never done a video about this game, so we're going to get into it. This is Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. This game has been out for, I believe, 2.5 years now. I've been playing it for a long time. I took a break for a while because I spent too much money in the game because, you can buy crystals and chromium packs to get new characters, character packs. It just kind of got to the point where I was a little bit, put too much into it. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about some new things come out with this game, talk about my history of this game, and then we're going to go into some different things. I got some articles pulled up. I want to talk about some Star Wars things, Disney and Fox deal, and some other things. So let's just kind of get into it. Cool. All right. I see there's somebody watching. Hello. Welcome. Now, this game, like I said, has been out for a while. As you can see by my characters here, I do have quite a few maxed out at 85. Gear max on these. I mean, I don't have the new gear levels on these guys yet. I don't even think I'm close to even getting anything right now. See? Maybe. But not very. No, I'm not actually. But so I've been playing it for a while. I don't have Jedi Training Ray. I don't have older Han and older Chewie from The Force Awakens at 7 stars, so I can't do that. And I don't have Commander Luke Skywalker yet either. But next time the Commander Luke Skywalker event comes out, I should be able to get him, which would be great. So, but yeah, this game's been out for a while. My wife asked me one day when I was buying characters, and she asked me about me buying characters. She was like, "So what's the point of the game?" I'm like, to beat the battles, beat arena squad, build your squad up, go through raids, and gain characters and shards and gear and gear your characters up so you can get better and better and gain more characters. So it's just kind of one of those endless cycle games, but I enjoy it. I really do. I just open it up, so all my quests for today are still here. But anyway, so Graham, if you guys hear any clicking noise in the background, that's my dog. He's walking around. He hasn't been feeling that great, so he's kind of just walking around. But Grandmaster Yoda, for a long time, was really garbage. I mean, this character was crap. It was just one of those top-tier characters that you had to go through, those special events to get the character, and then they weren't that great. But they actually just did a bunch of reworks on him to make him a better character. They changed his, they gave him the Zeta abilities, which I don't have yet, and I'm far from getting. Okay, so his Grandmaster's Guidance, Jedi allies have 30% tenacity. Whenever a Jedi ally resists a debuff, they gain the following: 30% turn meter, critical chance for up to 2 turns, and critical damage up to 2 turns. Whenever they suffer a debuff, they gain tenacity up for 1 turn. At the end of that turn, Grandmaster Yoda is immune to shock. That is actually a great Zeta, so I can't wait to get that. Battle Meditation, Yoda gains tenacity up, protection up 30%, and foresight for 2 turns, then grants each ally every non-unique buff he has, excluding stealth and taunt, for 2 turns. Yoda grants himself 35% turn meter and an additional 10% turn meter for each other living Jedi ally. So that's another good one. Wow, 16 of the ability Omega. That's a lot. I just did a Zeta on Finn. Yeah, I just did Finn's, so this is the only thing I don't have maxed out on Finn is this one. But yeah, so I did his Zeta ability, his leader ability, which is freaking fantastic. Anybody who's not sure about doing a Zeta on Finn, he's a really good Zeta character. I do a lot of the Resistance now in the Galactic War. but it's just his leader ability, and then with Poe with his expose ability. I mean, it's just really good characters right there for the Resistance. Let's see. So okay, so they also have Range Trooper coming up. Let's go back in here and actually let's see what Range Trooper is. A very basic trooper. Let's see, Galactic Imperial Trooper. Here we go. There it is, Range Trooper. Okay, very basic trooper. Look at this pimp trooper. He's got his like pimp shoes and pimp jacket on. So he's got a very basic deal physical damage to target enemy. This attack deals 30% more damage. That's, yeah, okay. This is a very basic one too. All Empire allies gain protection up to 40% for 3 turns. All Imperial Trooper allies recover 30% protection and gain retribution for 3 turns. Then another random ally attacks and Range Trooper assists them. So it's very basic abilities, but I do think, from what I've seen from some of the good YouTubers that do videos for this game, he'll probably be a pretty good addition to Imperial Troopers. I don't know, like my troopers aren't the greatest. Shore Trooper, still got to get him up to 7. But yeah. Death Trooper, I got him max pretty good. Got to get his gear level next up. He's only at gear level 8, so you got to get him maxed out. But yeah, Snow Trooper, I got to get him maxed too. He's a great trooper to use too if you like using troopers. Of course, General Veers as a lead is amazing. I haven't used him very often, as you can tell. He's very low. His mods are very low. But yeah, that's hopefully the Range Trooper is going to be a good addition. I don't even have Colonel Stark, so yeah. Okay, so ships. All kinds of new stuff in ships. They've changed this around quite a bit, actually. Let's see something here. Cool. Okay, we're still going. Making sure everything's going running good here. Okay, so they added fleet battles. That's basically just like your light side and dark side battles from your regular holo table in the beginning. So basically, I've done the first 2, but because you know we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiers with normal and hard. You can get shards, so I'm trying to get through these to see what we can gain, and you can also gain the new reinforcement materials that they've put with ships now. For a while, they were going to say hardware abilities, but they're going to be what they call reinforcement materials. I'll show you on some of these ships here. Here it is. Yes. So I have the first 2 on Vader's TIE Advanced. But yeah, for a while it said hardware abilities coming soon, like they were going to have droids as a character ability with the ship, but they didn't do that. So they changed it, and now when you do your fleet arena, you're only doing 3 ships instead of 5 with your lead. So, which is good. I'm not the greatest in ships. Yeah, so my rank's not bad. But my ships aren't that great. I need to really up. Light side ships are where to go right now. I get killed by like just massive amounts of, and I've been some of my top ships are dark side ships. I mean, TIE Advanced, that's my #1 ship. Then Darth Maul ship, Scimitar, Boba Fett, TIE Silencer. I mean, so a lot of my ships are dark side ships. So I'm trying to get, like Ghost is the one everybody tells me to use as the lead. So I'm probably going to start doing that. I need to get Kanan's gear abilities up, and same with Hera and Zeb. But yeah, good ship. Good ship. Okay, let's see. Let's check out fleet battles here. So I've already done 2. It's just like, so now you have what is called fleet energy. So when they give you bonus energy during the day, I noticed earlier, where is it? Bonus ship energy is now added. So you get Cantina, ship, and regular bonus energy. Looks like they're going to kind of stretch that out a little bit more, and you're going to get that less than you're going to get. Because bonus energy, I think you get 4 times a day. You get Cantina energy once a day, and hopefully ship energy you get a couple times a day. Because, you know, it's the same. You're going to use it for the holo table during ships. So let's get in here and check that out. I'm going to do the next battle. Just going to go with my top tier. In fact, actually, I'm going to go in with my light side ships. All light side. Let's just do all light side ships. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I've got... Yeah. Okay. A lot of times I would just run this stuff on auto because it's a really good... Yeah, I also have the speed up jacked up to 4. I have a friend who's playing this for the first time in a while, and he's like, why do you jack the speed up so much? And I'm like, because it goes quicker. So yeah, we're going to get them pretty easily. So like I said, this first table, this first tier, it's probably going to be really simple. The first 2 battles are really simple, so yeah. So they're going to give you those materials more because they had them in the cantina, in one of the cantina tiers for the last couple weeks, but now they've taken them out and put them in here. Hopefully we get some good gear stuff we can farm too, so. Hopefully when we get to the hard, yeah. You got to complete all missions in the stage to get hard. So, okay. That sounded great, didn't it? Sorry about the dead air. Okay, so I was just checking to make sure everything's still running good. Okay, let's get back here. See my fleet challenges for today. Get that done. Just logged in right before I started the stream, so I haven't done all my quests yet for the day, as they like to call it now. I have a lot of quests going that I don't have done yet. Okay, so also they've added new gear, 12 pieces in the heroic tier of the Sith Triumphant raid, and if you can actually beat that raid, you're going to get some great tier, and that's the only time you can get actually Treya shards. My guild cannot get the heroic tier. I don't even think we got past the 2nd level. Well, we didn't get past Scion. No, nobody could. We have a really good group. We just kind of cleaned out everybody that hadn't been logged on for a long time, so we're building our guild back up. But yeah, we do have a really good guild. So 2 additional slots have been added to the PvE shipments for non-exclusive gear, 12 pieces. Okay. Yep, and I was talking about here the Cantina 6A, they reinforced materials, they moved that over to the ship fleet battles. And now young Han Solo and Vander Chewbacca can now be bought in chromium packs and shipments. So they are going to be in shipments now. Right here. Yep, so there's Vander Chewbacca right there. Yeah, I really wish I had Vistas Mar. Been working on First Order Executioner as well. Like I said, I need to get Veteran Han Solo and Veteran Chewie so I can get the Jedi Training Ray. That'd be such a great addition to that Jedi team. Grandmaster Yoda and have Ahsoka Tano, Fulcrum. Some really good videos on YouTube right now showing off some great teams that will take down the Sith teams that are so good. Just looking in here, see, there's nothing I really want to buy. So let's just go through here and buy some stuff to get my materials up. Yeah, we need to get his Starfighter up. Anyway, that's one of the quests I have to win. I don't know about you guys. I don't buy a lot of mods from the mod store. I gain them from raids and then from mod challenges. Clone Sergeants, get that up again. Get Phantom. Yeah, because I want that going up too with the Ghost. Get rid of those shards. So I got not that many shards in the shard shop, so can't buy a whole lot here. No. Krennic, I haven't done anything with him either. Pretty sure I got that. Yeah, we did. Okay. What is going to be our challenge today? It's today, Friday, that's right. Okay, so it's gold. And I have maxed these out, so I just multi-sim. I'm not at the point yet where on Galactic War where I can do that, but man, that'd be fantastic. I'm not sure how many I have left to do. Yeah. Oh, so I have another 100 Galactic War campaigns to finish, which is going to be a while. I know even some of the higher end YouTubers that play this game just are now unlocking that. So restart that. Okay, so like I said, I'm just kind of showing off some of my characters and showing some stuff. I mean, I only have 4 characters with Zeta abilities on them right now. I'm not sure who I'm going to unlock yet for my next Zeta. Not sure. Since there's nobody watching right now, really, when you guys watch this later, who do you think I should Zeta after? Okay, so I don't have Jedi training rate, so I don't need to Zeta BB-8 yet. That's, from what I heard, is a waste to do BB-8 without Jedi training ray. I think I might Zeta R2-D2. It's going to either be combat analysis or his numbers crunch ability, which is also a really, really good Zeta. If I had Commander Luke Skywalker or Jedi Training Ray, those would be the 2 I would be Zetaing, but I don't have that. Zeta, I might even Zeta Asajj Ventress for my Night Sisters team. This will be a good Zeta. When any ally or enemy is defeated, Asajj gains 35% turn meter and gains 15% offense, 15% critical chance, and 5% max health, stacking until the end of the encounter. Asajj has a 15 plus speed for each enemy with no buffs. Got her gear level 10, not horrible. Some decent mods, especially speed mods going on here. I need to get better speed mods on that. Or better mod in that position. I'm just going to delete this stuff. Okay, so let's go with my Galactic War. So I usually start out with, I have a bunch of teams in here. I usually start out with Resistance team. So I use Finn, Scavenger Ray, Poe, BB-8, and R2. And Poe, his gears are going up now. I've just got BB-8 to 7 stars last week when he had his legendary event. So let's go in here and check out the Resistance team that I have. Okay, so we're going to work on... Okay, let's get Secret Intel going. I love that. I love that. Exposed for the turn. Let's have her take out Vader. Or close to it. Oh, okay. The advantage for Finn. Run him going. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can get a stun. Let's see if we can take him out. Get a stun with R2-D2. Or stun with BB-8. Nope. No stun there. Poe to finish him off. Guess not, man. Poe really needs I need to work on my Poe to get that taken care of. Okay, so Poe's going to be knocked out probably, which is unfortunate. Let's use this to take out Vader. And we're going to take out Biggs. He's got quite a bit of damage going on. We're going to do our smoke screen. We'll do that on Finn. Secret Intel. Yep, and there goes Poe. Fett comes back. We'll get Finn to take him out. Secret Intel again. We'll get R2 to take out Leia. There we go. So my Poe Dameron needs a lot of work. Like, I think he's only gear level 8, maybe 7. So yeah, he needs to be worked on to get that going. I know I've had some people tell me that Resistance Trooper is really good, but also I like that Expose that Poe has to continue running Finn's special as well. So a lot of stuff in the store. I didn't do a lot. I know a lot of people are saying that L3 is really good though for running Lando's Millennium Falcon, and I don't have many shards on that. I do have Infant's Nest at 3 shards at 85 level, and then gear level I think 8, and she's a really good character that I sometimes add in when Poe gets knocked out in that Resistance group. But she's a really great character. A lot of people in the arena are running her. Get my data card so I can get that knocked out. For those who are playing this game, in the comments, if you guys could let me know, who's your arena team? Who do you guys use the most? I have a Sith team, well, dark side team that I use. I use, let me see here. Let me get in my arena team and show you guys who I use. Yeah, basically I use Palpatine, Vader, Nihilus. I have Kylo Ren in here, and then Thrawn. My Thrawn is only 5 stars. He needs to be maxed out, but sometimes I take out Kylo and put in Scion, but he is only at, where is he at? He's only at 4 stars, but I have him maxed out. His gear level is, I think, 10 or 9 maybe. But yeah, he does well, but some of these higher teams that have a, we'll see what we can do here. Probably going to get our butt kicked, but we're going to try out. It depends. They do have their Dooku, which I don't have him maxed out as much. I do know he's a good... Let's see, let's work on Nihilus there. Okay. Let's put Fracture on Dooku. There we go. They already took out my Thrawn. That's one of the reasons I love Dooku, is because of his multiple hits. Yeah, they're going to tear me apart. Their turn meter is insane right now. Take out the ability on... Oh, no, dodge that. Yeah. Complete shock on 2 characters. I mean, it's just... Yeah, getting torn apart in that one. Wow, that was bad. Earlier, I took out a team very similar, and I beat them. I should actually probably put Scion back in. But yeah, so got knocked on that one. Hardcore knocked. But there's a lot of teams that have, like, you refresh here, and you'll see a lot of, like, okay. A lot of Commander Luke Skywalker. A lot of Palpatine leads. Rogue One, Rebel team. A lot of First Order teams are popping up too with the Unmasked Kylo Ren. Actually, I might put a Zeta on him. I do have a very good First Order squad. Well, decent. See, another Commander Luke Skywalker. I don't have that character at the moment. Good dark side team. I do have a really good Phoenix squad too as well. I don't even have General Kenobi yet. So every time I never get a notification when we do raids, ever. So they can do, like, I'll get on the next day, and there'll be a whole, they'll go through the ranker raid, the whole, like, overnight, and I want to get a notification for it, even if I'm awake during the day and they do it. I want to get, it's for some reason I don't get notifications. I turn them off and turn them back on. I still can't get it. But yeah, it's terrible. So yeah, I kind of got whooped in that one. That sucks. Oh well. I do wish I could get more Scion. I wish they would put him somewhere farmable where I could get it. I mean, I guess I could. I think he's up here. Yep, Scion. See, I only got him at 1 star on this. This is a difficult one to do. Maybe I'll try again. Let's try again. See, now the Grandmaster Yodas are showing up. Let's go ahead and take... let's take your Commander Luke Skywalker. Let's do Grandmaster Yoda. Let's do Finn. R2. K2. Ooh, let's do BB-8 too. Yeah, let's try this team. Let's try this team. Probably not the best lead for that because it's all Jedi. So let's take out... Let's put in... Okay, let's put in Luke. New Hope Luke. Let's try him. He'll probably work well with Commander Luke Skywalker, so let's try this and see if we can get this. Okay. Okay. See, they're going to tear apart. Yeah, there we go. See, I love that. K2's maxed out. I got K2 maxed out pretty good. Didn't even get a stun on R2. I was kind of hoping to get a stun on R2. Okay, so let's try to get a stun on the leader. Oh. There, not even a stun with that. Let's get Luke's call to action going on. See, I really wish I had that character. Secret Intel. Let's do this for R2. I love those sound effects. See, they rock my... Look at that. Look how bad they tear that apart. Tearing apart this squad. Let's try that. Let's see if we can... Luke still has secret intel on him, I believe. Yeah, he does. See, this is where it gets bad. Let's work on... Let's see if we can get a stun on IG-88. Yep, we got a stun there. Let's see if we can get a stun on here. Yep, there we go. Doesn't matter. Oh, there we go. See, I love that they can all get them all going together. Get a stun there. Still don't matter. Let's see if we can get IG-88 going. Okay, so we didn't even get to take out that character. Let's see if we can get Dengar out. Let's get some burning going on here. There goes K2SO. There it goes right there. Let's see if Luke can take this team out on his own. As a possibility he could. So let's go for him. Nope. I think Luke can take out this team on his own. Yes, he can. Wow. But yeah, so that was terrible on that team. I need to work on a different team. A New Hope Luke got his butt handed to him real quick. Damn. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this. We also have a Grandmaster's Training Mythic event. Once training is complete, use the Grandmaster and his pupils to face ancient foes. Ancient foes, that's interesting. All kinds of mods and new gears for the gear levels. That's great. We got our Galactic Bounties event. My Bounty Hunter squad's not that great. Not great. Then we got a couple of Fleet Mastery events. Some Empire Battle Assaults coming up, and 2 Omega Battles coming up in a couple days. 1 hour for the Military Might. So what are we going to get here rewards-wise there? I would love to get some Short Trooper shards so I can get him up to 7 stars. Maybe get some an Empire squad that's worth a crap. Marvel Strike Force. My guild just started a raid, so I actually might get that going here sometimes down the road. But yeah, that's basically what's going on with my Galaxy of Heroes. Let's get in here and do some more stuff. Okay. So I'm usually farming to get everything. I know everybody does that. No, we're trying to get my Night Sister zombie up, so let's farm. Let's get that going again because we need to get... Okay, so 1 more on that one for my 3 dark side. And then we're going to go to light side battles. And right now I'm also trying to finish Mother Towson. So, yep, 76 out of 100. She's really close. Night Sister Squad's actually pretty good too. I like using them a lot, especially in Galactic Wars. So let's sim... 3 should get that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. 1 shard. Yay. Then Cantina, working on trying to get Solo and Chewbacca. Got to get them so I can get Jedi Training Ray. So that's what we're doing with that. Multi-simming these. Just trying to get them built up. So good thing about also doing farming Han is Omega. No Mega Materials there, of course, though. Nope. Got 4 more, so, ooh, a long way to go. 175 to get him to 7 stars. Maybe by the time the next time they do the Jedi Training Ray event, maybe I'll be able to do it. Probably not. They had a pack in the store last week that was for, what was it, 65 of each to get. So I got him to the next level, but still not to where I need him to be. Get Fleet Arena going for today. Now, see, here's where I struggle. Let's start out with all light side ships. We'll put those 2 and in there. Because light side ships where it's at in ships. I mean, that's... I have nobody that I know plays this game has any dark side squads that are worth a shit. Let's run this on auto. I like doing that. I don't know why. See me, I'm shredded. I don't have these ships that high in their stars either. I mean, I think they're 5-star ships, most of them. Well, Boba Fett is a 7-star ship. Yeah. Getting torn apart. I mean, look at the... look at protection and buffs on these guys compared to mine. Yeah, it's just terrible. Wow. That's what I need to do. I really need to work on my ships. Especially the light side ships. Just get them up in there. Oops, what am I doing? There we go. Grab that. So let's get the First Order squad in here. 85 color on a mask, 85. I mean, pretty decent. These 2 are not great. I don't know what just happened there. There we go. We shouldn't call allies on this. Let's see what we got with these 2. Okay, so let's do a stun on Kylo. Damn, didn't be a stun. Stun Kylo. Stun her. Okay. Advantage. And we're going to do called action. And then we're going to do Kylo's Tantrum. That's what I like to call it. Finish off Asajj Ventress. Take out Clone Wars Chewbacca. I guess your key's going to be... yeah. Okay. I love this Kylo character. I could take out there, Kylo Ren. That Tantrum. Let's see if I can take out there, Kylo. He ran immunity on that. Okay. Yeah, pretty good First Order squad. So I'm thinking I might actually Zeta unmask Kylo Ren. I know his leader ability is fantastic if it was Zeta. So. Okay, let's talk, shall we? Let's talk, shall we? Okay, so let's... okay, let's make sure this is good here. And there is my... okay, so let's go do our first article I wanted to talk about. Make sure this is looking good. Make sure we're looking okay here on the dashboard. There we go. Okay, so... okay, so we all know that Disney was trying to buy 20th Century or 21st Century Fox, and Comcast snuck in and put a bid down, and people who were thinking that Disney wasn't going to drop another, I don't know what, probably, I thought they were going to at least add another 10 billion on top of it, but it was about 6.5. So apparently Fox accepted the bid just days after Comcast put their bid in. I knew Disney was going to get this. We knew it was going to happen. So Walt Disney Company and 21st Century Fox have struck a new merger agreement, with Fox's leadership having rejected Comcast's attempt to outbid Disney. We knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I told people, there ain't no way Comcast is going to get this. No way. So under the amended acquisition agreement announced today, Disney would buy Fox for $71.3 billion in cash and stock. This comes 1 week after Comcast offered Fox $65 billion in cash, which topped Disney's previous deal to buy Fox for $52.4 billion in stock. Wow. Those numbers. Comcast could try to outbid Disney again, but it hasn't yet responded to today's announcement of a new Disney-Fox deal. I just don't think that's going to happen. Because Disney, if they, let's say that Comcast comes back with another bid, Disney's going to come back with a higher bid. It's going to keep going. Disney has more money than Comcast, I believe. I don't think Comcast is going to get this. They can keep trying, but it's not going to happen. So, okay, so here's what Fox said. The amended and restated Disney merger agreement offers a package of consideration, flexibility, and deal certainty enhancements that is superior to the proposal made by Comcast Corporation on June 13, 2018. Of course it is. Of course it is. We knew it was going to be a way better offer. Way better. I'm sure there's a lot more behind the scenes we don't know about. That there's an offer. Yeah. There's no way. Okay, so where am I? Okay, so Fox appears to be reluctant to strike deal with Comcast because of concerns about getting regulatory approval from the federal government. Still, Fox said that the new Disney-Fox deal contains no changes to the provisions relating to the company's directors' ability to evaluate a competing proposal. So that gives Comcast an opening. But I don't think they're going to make another bid. I really don't. And I'm pretty sure this is it. I'm thinking this is what's happening. Disney, basically, this is them getting the X-Men characters. It's not just because it's not just because of that. Think about how many properties are under 21st Century Fox movie corporation just to begin with. I mean, think about it. Disney presents the Alien franchise. That's a possibility. But with Lucasfilm and Marvel, are they going to keep the 21st Century Fox logo? Are they going to have that just so they can put that fanfare in front of Star Wars movies? I mean, I had a friend tell me, he's like, they're just buying it so they can get the fanfare back. No, there's way more. I mean, a lot of people are saying that it's not just about the X-Men thing. It's a ton of stuff. I also think because 21st Century Fox still has the rights to the original unaltered Star Wars trilogy. Before the special editions came out, when it was the unaltered stuff on VHS, I'm pretty sure 21st Century Fox still has those rights, and I think they want that too. There's a lot of stuff in this deal that would really pan out for Disney. Really quick, I'm going to close my door. Sorry about that. My wife's asleep in bedroom down the hall, and I know I'm getting a little bit louder, so I wanted to make sure that she could sleep. Okay, let me check and see. Nobody watching right now. Okay, guys, I know that I'm a small channel. I know I do live streams sometimes, and people are thinking, I had a friend of mine message me the other day, he's like, how come you're doing so many live streams? How come you're not just doing a bunch of videos and getting them out? But lately, with what's been going on in my life, I had to leave my last job sooner than I would have liked. I don't start my new job until next week. I've actually been working on some stuff here, trying to get some new equipment and some new things for the channel, because me and Jason talked some more about it, and we do really want to get back into it. And I've got some stuff I'm working on that I'm not really going to talk about just yet, about possibilities of getting some stuff going on. So that keeps moving for some real weird reason. I'm just going to leave my mouse on and not touching it. But so there's a lot of stuff that I'm working on. I am doing these live streams because I can come in, get it done, and basically that's it. I mean, I can do a live stream, it's uploaded, it's done, and it's out there. Whereas if I come in and set up to shoot another video, I have to get it recorded, get it in the editing software, get it edited, and then upload it to YouTube. So it's a lot longer of a process, and this is a lot easier for me to do. So I like doing these, and hopefully down the road, I do have a couple good webcam too that besides the FaceTime cam here on my Mac, that me and Jason could do a pretty decent live stream, like after a movie. If you wanted to just go ahead and do a live stream, get the review online, we might just do that. So, but anyway, so let's get back to some articles. That's the reason I like doing these live streams. Okay, so we all knew this was happening, right? We all knew it. Okay. Next one. Big one. So, I'm not going to get into all this Star Wars fandom stuff. We're not going to talk about that. I'm going to do an actual video on that. I'm going to do one probably this weekend and talk about my thoughts on that. Okay? I actually bought my Star Wars Celebration tickets the day they went on sale. I'm still a big Star Wars guy. I haven't put out a Last Jedi review on the channel because it's not going to be good. And I really don't want to do a lot of negativity on the channel, in all honesty. I really don't. But if that's what you got, if you guys want more content talking about Star Wars and the fandom and what's wrong with the fandom, what's going on with Disney and Lucasfilm, and what's going on with them versus the fans, I can do that kind of stuff. If you want, just let me know in the comments. But I really don't want to get into that. There are a lot of YouTube channels out there that cover it, and they cover it really well. So I kind of want to balance here. I mean, I lean one way or the other. I don't really want to kind of just throw my cards in the air. But like I said, I'm not a fan of The Last Jedi at all. I didn't want to do the review because I talked about it with a couple of friends of mine. I was going to do a live stream. We were going to do Google Hangouts and do like an hour or two review and discussion about it. And I talked to one of them, and I'm like, this will be they both hated it too. And both of them just didn't want to do that, and it would be a lot of negativity. So we decided against it. We are probably going to do something down the road. I'm working with a couple people trying to get some different stuff going. So when I do these live streams, it won't just be me talking out my butt. You know, it'll be somebody else with me that I can kind of go off of. But so anyway, there was a lot of stuff. Okay, so before we go on this one, let's go what happened a few days ago. Okay, so MovieWeb puts out an article that says there are 9 more Star Wars movies in development at Lucasfilm. That's a rumor. So Tom Kane, who is a pretty respected journalist, I believe. I should have looked at that, but anyway. So according to him, Lucasfilm had 9 Star Wars movies. I'm saying had because of the new report just came out we're going to get into. So apparently, they were working on nine things. Okay, so... Okay, no. Kane is a prominent voice actor in the Star Wars universe, having voiced Yoda in the Clone Wars and Admiral Akbar in The Last Jedi, as well as many other characters over the years. We'd already been teased with new announcements of Rian Johnson's trilogy, as well as D.B. Weiss and David Benioff's project as well, which are reportedly included in the 9 movies that Kane has mentioned. Star Wars 9 is gearing up to be filming next month. What are the remaining Lucasfilm projects? So basically, we've heard... Okay, so they talked about James Mangold doing the Boba Fett film. The Obi-Wan movie was in development as well. That's 2. We have Episode 9. That's 3. Then we have Rian Johnson's trilogy. That's 6. And I think the other 3 were the Game of Thrones that Benioff and Weiss, I think it was their stuff that was going to be the other 3. And I don't think their stuff's a trilogy. I think it's going to be an ongoing series. Like, not TV series, but like ongoing film series. And I still believe it's Old Republic. I know a lot of people are starting to kind of shy away from that, but I still think it's going to be Old Republic stuff. And I don't know if they're going to adapt. I think what they're going to do is what Disney and Lucasfilm has already done with canon, is pull things from canon that they like and kind of adapt it in their own way, like they did with Thrawn and Rebels, which I love Thrawn and Rebels. It's fantastic. The new Thrawn novel that Timothy Zahn put out was really good. I recommend that to anybody who wants to read that. I think they're going to do the same thing with other characters. I think Revan's coming into play. If you put out Old Republic with Revan and Nihilus and those characters, Traya, and you kind of take little things from the legends and you build your new unique canon stories and those ways that we know, but in your new spin and your new take on it, you're going to bring so many people into Star Wars, and people who are not liking Star Wars now, who didn't see Solo, who didn't like The Last Jedi, who are wanting to boycott Episode 9 and not see it. You're going to bring people back. And I think that's what they're doing. So That was way too many films being in development. That's a lot of stuff in the air. I think the reason that this new article came out, I'm going to close this one. Maybe. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to close it. Okay. So, this came out from Collider yesterday morning. It says exclusive. Feature a Star Wars story spinoffs on hold at Lucasfilm. So that means any like standalone projects like Rogue One, the Han Solo movie like Solo, those little side mission stories, I'm going to call them, they're on hold apparently, and they're going to be paying attention to focus their attention on Episode 9 and what the next trilogy of Star Wars films are going to be after that. Okay, so the Obi-Wan thing that was in development, the people who were working on that film are no longer involved, is what they're reporting. And also says that it was recently reported that Logan filmmaker James Mangold was in early talks to write and direct the Boba Fett film, but that was before Solo's release. So Solo has underperformed at the box office. It dropped 60+% in its second week, another 60% in the third week, and it's just going farther and farther down. Now, to people who didn't like The Last Jedi, I think you should go see Solo. I actually really enjoyed it. I had a discussion with a friend of mine last night. Besides L3, that film was really good. I loved Paul Bettany's villain character. I thought Alden Ehrenreich did a really good job of making that character his own. I thought Donald Glover did a really good job as Lando Calrissian. I mean, it was more of an impersonation than the Alden Ehrenreich's take on Solo, but it still was a great job. Like, there was a lot of times where I closed my eyes and I could hear Billy D's Lando. So they did a good job. So it's not... A lot of people are mad because they're taking attention off of what we wanted. We wanted the Boba Fett movie. We wanted the Obi-Wan movie. Okay, a lot of people were pushing for that. And they're taking their time. I think they're going to put them on the back burner. I don't think they're going to cancel these movies. I think they're going to just put them on the back burner and see what's going to happen with Episode 9, how well that goes. And then they're going to kind of look and see what's going on after that. I do think that Rian Johnson's trilogy is going to get canceled. Because of I got another article that I'm going to pull up that's going to bring up my point on that one. Well, it's going to kind of infuse my point. Let's put it that way. Let's read this real quick, okay? So this news comes in the wake of the disappointing launch of Solo, which was only Lucasfilm's second Star Wars story spinoff, which received mixed, positive reviews and fell short of box office expectations. The film scored $84.4 million on opening weekend and has grossed $192.8 million domestically and $339.5 million worldwide in 4 weeks, which is not great. I know that's not horrible, but think about this. In the middle of shooting Solo, they fire Lord and Miller. They hire Ron Howard. They have to do probably a pretty big chunk of reshoots. You're talking $150 to $200 million film that probably just upped its budget to $350 to $400 million. And they're only at $339 million worldwide. That's without marketing, too. Think about that. That is a lot of money they've lost. It's probably going to get it back. It's probably going to sell well on digital and on demand and on like Blu-ray and 4K. I think it's going to sell well on that because people are kind of hearing from other people that it's worth seeing. I mean, I think it's worth seeing. I think if you haven't seen it, you should definitely go check it out. If it's still in your theater where you are, I recommend it. We saw it in IMAX and it was great. We really enjoyed it. Like I said, I did not like The Last Jedi at all, but I really enjoyed Solo. I really did. So I think what they're doing, and I know some people are pissed off that, they're taking away what we really wanted, but I think what they're doing is kind of taking a step back, taking a look at everything, and slowing it down. Because you had Episode 8 and then Han Solo within, 5-6 month span? That's a very short period of time. Why they didn't push it to December, especially to infuse more marketing, and which they marketed the film well. I'll give them that. They did a pretty good job marketing. It's just the marketing campaign wasn't long enough, in my opinion. But they're just kind of pulling back, and let's let Episode 9 come out. Let's see how that does, or how that does, and then while they're doing that, they're also working on what's next. If Episode 9 makes a crap ton of money, and it brings people back to Star Wars that have left Star Wars, I think they're going to kind of push a little bit harder on what they're going to do with these Star Wars stories, spinoffs that they're doing. But right now, I think they're just kind of like, hey, we lost a big chunk of our butt with Solo. Let's kind of take a step back. Let's let Episode 9 do its thing. Let's focus on that. And I think at Star Wars Celebration next year, they're going to announce what's after Episode 9. I think they're going to come out with the Game of Thrones creators, and they're going to say, hey, here's what's next. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's 5 days for Celebration. Last year's Celebration was only 4 days. That was before Episode 8. And Solo was in the works, and Rogue One had just come out not too long before. So, a lot of stuff was going on. And when Celebration comes up next year, Episode 9 is going to be the only one on the docket. So I do think they're going to announce some stuff there. But like I said, I do think Rian Johnson's trilogy is going to get canceled because of the backlash against that film and the way he's acted on Twitter with fans. Which, look, you're entitled to do what you got to do on Twitter. If you want to block people and harass people because they don't like your movie and you disagree with why you like it, that's your prerogative. I think the way he's done it has not been the greatest thing. And the whole thing with Kelly Marie Tran on Instagram was that was disgusting. That people would actually get on there and bully her because of a character in a movie. You don't have to like her character, but she's a human being. She's a person. Okay? I think she's a good actress. I do. I think she's going to go on to do great things. I did not like her character. It wasn't her. It was her character in The Last Jedi, not her. So the harassment that she got, if I haven't seen any screenshots of it, I haven't seen a whole lot about it. A lot of people are saying it was kind of a smokescreen to throw off the whole Solo thing, but I don't care. If it happened, it's disgusting and despicable. You don't attack somebody for a character in a movie. You don't need to be bullying anybody, period, like that online. It's just terrible. So, yeah, move past that. So I feel bad for her. It sucks that she had to leave Instagram. So I know she wasn't a huge, social media poster anyway, so maybe will help her kind of move on in her life and be better in her life and realize that she's a better person than these people online attacking her and calling her out for a character she played in the movie. So that's my little rant about Kelly Marie Tran, that situation on Instagram. But I thought it was despicable. If what really happened is what they say that happened, it's disgusting and it shouldn't happen ever again like that. Ever. It was a character. That's it. Yeah. She didn't do anything wrong. If you don't like the character, you don't have to harass somebody because of it. Okay? You can make your own videos and your own opinions on your Facebook or whatever, or your Instagram. You don't have to harass the actress who portrayed a character you did not like. That's terrible. It's just like when Zack Snyder was bullied off of Twitter before Justice League came out after his daughter had killed herself. That was despicable and disgusting as well. It's just... Anyway. I could go down a rabbit hole with Twitter and how disgusting it is. So, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. So, I was talking about Celebration. Only thing on the docket is going to be Episode 9. I do think they're going to announce what's next. I do also think they're going to announce what Dave Filoni's working on after Rebels. If that is not announced before that, I think they're also going to talk about the Jon Favreau's series that's going to be happening after Episode 6 that he's doing, which is still in development. I think they're going to talk about that as well. So we're going to get quite a few things. We'll get new comics, new books, things like that. We'll get some great cosplay, great fanfare, great fun. The channel will be there. I will be there. And we'll get some stuff out of there too. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good time. But I do think they're just doing this to take a step back, to let people know, hey, we need to focus on one thing at a time and what's next, and we'll move on after that. Let me see if I can get this other article pulled up here, because I just had it up. There we go. Okay. Now, this is the article. There we go. Come on. There we go. Read a review. I love the read a review instead because I don't want to see the ads. Okay. So, this is the one that I read earlier that makes me want to think that Rian Johnson's trilogy is canceled. Sorry, let me get a drink here real quick. Okay, so this is the one I read. Okay, so it's Lucasfilm reportedly avoiding untested filmmakers for future Star Wars films. Untested filmmakers. All right. Looper was the only thing under Rian Johnson's belt. Gareth Edwards had done a small film called Monsters, and then he did a big budget film, Godzilla. Okay. We all know that behind the scenes with Rogue One, apparently there were a lot of reshoots and a lot of new stuff added by another director. Had to come in and fix a bunch of stuff. But also I heard that it was because they wanted to make it more like The Force Awakens. But anyway, let's get into this, and then let's read a little bit out of it, and then we'll talk about it, okay? This is by Patrick Cavanaugh of comicbook.com. Not a huge fan of some of their articles. A lot of clickbait. But definitely come over here and check out the article. Give them a click, because it seems like a very good article and very well resourced. And Star Wars Newsnet was the source for this. Okay. In the aftermath of Solo, a Star Wars story being a relative disappointment for Lucasfilm, the studio is reportedly making some changes with their approaches to new films. Excuse me. One report suggests that Lucasfilm will avoid tapping directors who might be unfamiliar with massive blockbusters, and instead focus on veteran auteurs to deliver audiences exciting adventures. Ron Howard was a good choice for Solo. Good choice. I hope Spielberg gets one. I really do. I really, really hope Spielberg gets a Star Wars film. According to Star Wars Newsnet, great site, by the way, just a little offshoot here. Star Wars Newsnet is an amazing Star Wars news website. Check them out. They're fantastic. They're actually my favorite website, Star Wars news-wise. So according to Star Wars Newsnet and their sources, Disney is done experimenting with new or unusual filmmakers and will go back to proven veteran talent who they know can handle a big-budget Star Wars production in an effort to prevent future production chaos, drama, and firings. Okay? In recent years, Lucasfilm has created a stigma of having a revolving door of directors whose visions must align with that of the studio if they hope to finish their film. They got Lord Miller fired, Rogue One Gareth Edwards reshoots too. This image began with their first film that didn't focus directly on the Skywalker saga, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, which, by the way, I loved Rogue One. I loved it. Director Gareth Edwards previously delivered audiences the Godzilla reboot, and prior to that, crafted the small-scale monsters. Rogue One was ultimately a success, though behind-the-scenes stories hinted that the film was only a success thanks to a massive amount of reshoots helmed by Tony Gilroy. Let's go down. If you look at Rogue and all the difficulty with Rogue, all the confusion of it, and all the mess, and in the end when you get in there, it's actually very, very simple to solve. Gilroy shared with the Moment with Bryant Kopelman podcast of approaching the film. Because you sort of go, this is a movie where folks just look. Everyone is going to die, so it's a movie about sacrifice. The next of their planned spin-offs, Solo, a Star Wars story, was abandoned by original directors Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who were replaced by Ron Howard. Lord and Miller previously delivered audiences the Lego Movie and the Jump Street films. Yet this was their first foray into massive blockbuster. Their filmmaking style reportedly clashed with Lucasfilm's structure that required sets to be built and CGI elements being created. Yet the duo leaned into a looser approach that involved improvisation from their actors. Last fall, Lucasfilm announced that Colin Trevorrow was no longer directing Episode 9. Despite finding success with Jurassic World, with the dinosaur spectacle likely the exception, his film's Safety Not Guaranteed and Book of Henry might have been realms in which he was more familiar. Understandably, the studio has been subjected to some bad press because of these behind-the-scenes shakeups, which they would likely prefer to avoid in the future. The next Star Wars film, and the only film on the docket, to be released is Episode 9, directed by J.J. Abrams on December 20th, 2019. So, okay. They're not going to give directors that don't have experience with bigger blockbusters like a Spielberg or a Ron Howard even, or any of these bigger directors. I mean, Colin Trevorrow, in my opinion, we can get into the Colin Trevorrow situation, really what happened with that, and with him and Rian Johnson another time. But he only had Jurassic World under his belt and 2 smaller films before that. But Jurassic World was huge. And I know he was hired before that. Well, during that. So I can understand why they were kind of hesitant with him. And then Rian Johnson only did Looper. I believe he did 1 small film before that. And he brought in his his producer, Ron Bergman. And they basically just gave him, go do whatever you want. I mean, there was no continuation from 7 to 8. There was a lot of storylines were basically cut out and not followed. And then you hear there was no structure behind the scenes. There was no 7, 8, and 9 arc mapped out and then fill in the blanks in between. Which to me is amazing, almost insulting that a Star Wars franchise that they paid that much, I think $4 billion for Star Wars, Disney paid. They would pay that much money for a franchise and not have it mapped out where they want to go with that story, with those main character arc. I mean, you have writers from The Force Awakens telling JJ that I can't write Luke in this movie because every time he comes into the movie in the script, he's more exciting than the new characters. I can't do anything. That's because the new characters aren't written well. They were done well in The Force Awakens, but not in The Last Jedi. The characters were not done well. Their arcs were very, very lackluster. Their story arcs were basically not there. There was no story arc. Luke got more of a story arc than anybody else, and his was terrible. But I think this is the reason that Rian Johnson isn't getting his trilogy. They're kind of listening to fans a little bit. They're not listening to fans only. I'm not just saying they're just listening to fans and crybabies about, oh, I don't like The Last Jedi. That's fine. You can move in your own direction. Just because we don't like it doesn't mean we have to see what you're doing. But other people will. And other people enjoyed it. That's fine. I have a friend of mine who really liked it. And that's great. I love that he loved it or liked it. I think he loved it. That's great that he did. That's great that he did. And I'm not saying people who like The Last Jedi are wrong. But there's a lot of backlash online. And I'm talking not just YouTube channels, but I am, besides a couple of people that I know in my life, and outside of, I'm talking about social media friends I've gained in the past 20 years, friends in other states and other countries. I haven't talked to maybe 2 people out of a lot of people that like that movie. I'm talking white, black, Asian, women, gays, gay men, lesbians, nobody. I don't understand why they think it's just a small cliche fan base that didn't like it. But anyway, I'm kind of going off on a rant about The Last Jedi. But I believe that that's the main reason they want to kind of go with more veteran filmmakers, because they gave Rian Johnson basically the reins just to tell him to do whatever he wanted. And they kind of just, that's why I think it backfired so much, is they didn't have a structure in place. So they're kind of going to go in with more of a structure. I think with the next trilogy, they're going to have it arced out. If Rian does get his trilogy, which, you know what? If he gets his trilogy, and it's outside of the Skywalker realm, it's in a new era that we don't know with new characters, I think he might do a decent job. I know I'm going to get a lot of hatred for that, but he's not touching any of the famed characters that we love. He's going to have his own characters. It's going to be, apparently, I've heard there's going to be no Force powers, no Jedi, no Sith. It's going to be something outside of it. I would be cool with seeing like the shady underbelly of like Coruscant and that kind of stuff. You know, the Hutt, the gangster side of it. This little tiny bit what we got in Solo was awesome. But they really need, like they're saying, bigger name directors that have handled this kind of projects before in the past. And I still believe Spielberg's getting one of these films. I think with the next trilogy, if it's not Rian Johnson's, if it's going to be the Game of Thrones guys, Weiss and Benioff, if it's going to be theirs, I think Spielberg's going to get something. I do. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Ron Howard doesn't come back and direct something else. I mean, he's a very experienced director. He's Oscar-winning director, knows what he's doing. He came in and Solo could have been massive. I mean, it could have been worse. But he took the reins, got it back together, righted the ship, and got out a good, in my opinion, a good product. So I kind of would like to have seen what Lord and Miller were doing, though I heard there were a lot of improvisation on sets, and like to the point where it's like, wait, what are you doing? But I mean, I know that Lawrence Kasdan, and his son, the Kasdans who wrote Solo, were one of the main reasons they got fired, because they weren't following the script that they had put so much time and effort into. But I mean, yeah, so there's a lot of stuff they could do here. And my big thing is with these articles is that they're stepping back, realizing they made a mistake with Solo, maybe pushing it out too soon right after Last Jedi, or not putting as much time and effort into it and story, and then with the reshoots and the problems they have with that, if they get into that with another film, that's going to cost me more money. And they're like, well, let's just kind of back up, get Episode 9 done, and while that's going on, we'll have our next group working on the next trilogy and the next project, and then we'll announce that, and we'll go from there. So I think that's what's going on, and I think it's smart for them to avoid these untested filmmakers, because they were talking about a lot of like up and coming female and younger directors that had barely had anything under the belt, giving them like a Star Wars franchise. I would love to see new and talented directors. I mean, look what Patty Jenkins was already a very well versed director. Look what she did with Wonder Woman. I mean, fantastic film. And then she's doing part 2. I mean, it's great. Fantastic. I love Patty Jenkins. She's a great director. So I think they're kind of looking at it as like these people who are coming in with this very, very small filmmaking under their belt in Hollywood, and let's not give them their keys to the kingdom. Let's get somebody in here who knows what they're doing so they can, not have the issues they've had before, kind of work that out, and maybe sit down with these directors and these writers before, be like, let's really get into what we need to do here, what we need to stay away from. We can't do this, we can't do this, we can't do this, we can't do that. Maybe bring some of the Lord Miller stuff into it from what behind the scenes happened. Like, here's why this happened, here's why A and B happened, this is why C, and this is why D. And then this is why they got released. Keep it transparent with these new writers and filmmakers. So you don't have to go in and be monitoring everything they're doing because they're going to be following what you want to do. So I'm hoping that what they're doing is going to be a success. I don't want Star Wars to die. I want it to continue to thrive. I want it to get better and better and better. I think if they take their time, I don't care if I have to wait 3 or 4 years between each movie. We already did that before. We had to do that when I was younger. When I was a kid, we had to wait for Jedi. When we had prequels, we had to wait for the next one. Had to wait. And it was, that build-up is some of the best parts of Star Wars. Waiting and speculating and talking to your friends, like, what if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? I mean, like, that's the fun part about it. It really is. So I'm okay if they take their time, and it just takes a while for us to get some new Star Wars films in between 9 and episode 9 and the next adventure. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them taking their time and just taking it and doing it slow and getting it done. So, nobody watching. Oh, we've been on the air for an hour. It's 6 minutes. So, I think it's about time to call it a night. Hope you guys enjoyed my stream. I apologize, the beginning of this video was real slow with my Galaxy of Heroes video. I'm going to have to do a little bit more editing on that stuff. Maybe do a video instead of a live stream with those. But, sorry, they're really thirsty. Talking quite a bit. So thank you guys for joining me. I know there's a couple of you popping in and out. I really appreciate it. I know it's really late. So if you're catching this video after it was live, thanks for watching. If you're still here, it's awesome. If you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Hit the like button. It really helps the channel, helps the videos get up the list in the search when people search for them too. So it really helps quite a bit. We're at, let me check here where we are. I don't even know. 79 subscribers. Okay. We're at 79 subscribers. It hasn't moved, hasn't gone up or hasn't gone down in the last month. We have done a lot. That's the reason. But we do have a giveaway coming up when we had 100 subscribers, and then we'll have another giveaway at 200, and then another giveaway at 500, and then another giveaway at 1,000. So that's another reason to subscribe and spread the word on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Tell your friends, your family about the channel, have them subscribe. And, that the more subscribers we get, the more we're going to give back to you guys. Okay, so also, there are links in the description for Patreon. We do have a few patrons that are giving a little bit to us here and there. That's why I'm getting some equipment upgrades down the road. I got a nice new microphone. Got a couple of other mics working on. The next thing is I'm using my iPhone 10 for when we record our videos, me and Jason. So I think I'm looking towards the camera for the next thing. But again, thanks for watching, guys. It's been a fun discussion. I think I'll do this again in the next couple days. Hopefully I can get one of my friends that I've been talking to join me in one of these live streams. It'd be nice. So we'll go from there. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a good weekend. I'm sure I'll see you this weekend. I'm going to try to do either a live stream tomorrow night or Saturday night. I'm actually going to, the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to have a little more structured, I guess you would say, because this one's a little bit all over the place. But thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys sticking around. So keep an eye out for that giveaway too. 100 subscribers, we're going to have that giveaway. It'll be a big, nice little package deal we're going to give out, but it'll be for U.S. subscribers only, because I did a giveaway at 50 subscribers and I had to ship it overseas, and the shipping cost was outrageous, but worth it. So the next giveaway will be a a few things. I've got a few things I'm looking at. Real quick, let me see how long ago this thing went. Oh, that's probably not good then. Okay. I had a digital copy of a movie here I was going to try to give away, but I don't think it's good. Don't think it's good at all. No. Tell you what. If it's good, you get it. You get that? Okay. I'm not sure if it's still good. Whoever gets it, and it is John Wick. So I'm not sure if that's still good. It said it might not be good after I think it was March 2018. So if it's good, it is. If not, I'm sorry, but hopefully whoever got the code, hopefully it works. So thanks again, guys. There will be more stuff. You know, like I said, that was going to be a giveaway, but I knew it was going to be expired soon, so that's why I just put the code out there for you guys. I do have some other stuff I might be giving away. So if you guys want more giveaways and more contests, just get more people to subscribe, and we'll do it. So thanks again, guys. Have a good weekend. And like I said, I'll probably see you guys either tomorrow night or Saturday night. I'm guessing probably Saturday night. So, all right, guys. And yeah, we'll do a live stream Sunday night too, probably, because me and Jason are going to do a review of. We've got Avengers Infinity War to do a review of. We have Deadpool 2 to do a review of, and we're seeing Jurassic Park, or Jurassic World Lost Fallen Kingdom tomorrow night. I was mixing every Jurassic Park name I could there. Lost Kingdom. It's Fallen Kingdom, idiot. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in IMAX tomorrow night. So hopefully, I know if he's off Saturday, I'm going to try to see if we can come over here. We're not going to the movie till like 9:30, so probably won't be out there till about almost 1 o'clock, so maybe not do tomorrow night. So maybe I could get him to run over here real quick and do a quick live stream about it if he would like, but we'll see. If not, we'll try to get one filmed on Saturday or Sunday, and we need to get those other reviews for you guys as well, because we have a lot to talk about with Avengers Infinity War. So, yeah. But anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys this weekend. Have a good weekend. I mean, if you don't check back here on the channel until after the weekend, hope it's fun. Be safe. Have a good time. We'll see you later.